order to put this symposium together, we went through and we looked at the areas where we felt the concern needed to be addressed and where training may be needed for those block captains to take it back to their people within their communities.
We do have quite a few elderly people in our neighborhood, and I think if they're more aware of how easy it is for people to steal their identity.
Sometimes there are these scams or ploys where usually it's an organized group. It's like for insurance fraud purposes. They will give you a little bump with their car, a little rear end, and then claim that they have bad whiplash or something like that, or they're trying to get your information somehow to use it for identity theft or whatever.
I learned a little bit about physical security around your home, how to landscape the house where you can be seen from the street by your neighbors so that somebody's not going to break into the front of your house.
Criminals don't want to be observed, right? Okay. So we want to create designs that is going to make it easy on us, hard on them, okay? Motion sensor lighting. Probably the most amazing piece of equipment that was ever created that not enough people utilize. I can put motion sensor lighting on the corners of my house. I can cover all 4 corners of my house with simple lighting, okay? And it's very cheap and very accessible.
I think the idea of having a decoy wallet is something that I had never thought of or heard of before. And that is so if someone asks for your wallet or your money, you can hand them the decoy because it has nothing in it that's of value, and then you keep your valuables in your own wallet.
What I've learned today is tremendous. A lot of good points on what to do around the home to make it more safe and everything, and even for the personal safety. That was really good because it makes you be more aware of yourself and the surroundings around you.
What we use is pepper spray, and actually it's a pepper, and it's a foam is the kind that we have, and because we feel that that's easier to use and it's more effective. But again, it is something that you have to practice with.
The Littleton Police Department would like to thank the members of the neighborhood watch groups, the block leaders, for attending this wonderful training in regards to identity theft, refusing to be a victim, crime prevention through environmental design, crime reporting, sex offenders, and the tabletop exercise. We would also like to thank Joe Rice for coming in today and speaking for us. Outstanding of him to provide his time for all of these wonderful citizens.
Well, good afternoon. I appreciate you guys. First of all, I very much appreciate taking the time to get involved in your community. This is very important for a whole lot of reasons, and as somebody who's traveled around the world a little bit, mostly courtesy of the United States Army and going to places like Bosnia and Slovenia and Iraq, you can see really how the health of a society really does start with its citizens and its community involvement.
We hope to continue this training in the future so that these captains are more aware of the different issues within the city and can ask the proper questions for what they are concerned about within their own communities.
We formed in October of 2009, and within the 3 months we opened officially in December of 2009. We are an open admission animal shelter, which means we do not turn any animal away. We take in strays, we take in surrenders, we take in injured animals, sick animals. There's a spirit of being different, being innovative. One of the things that we're standing in this cat room right here, this is kind of an unusual concept in animal shelters, in the fact that we've kind of created a cattery where the cats can get out and kind of socialize with each other. The way we do that is we feline leukemia test every cat before we let it out. It reduces stress in the cats. Also, it's from a behavior perspective. We're trying to rehabilitate the cats so they can go into a multiple cat environment or something like that. The dog kennels are big enough. They're 5x8 kennels where we can double dogs. Dogs are social animals, so we can put dogs together. They're not stuck in a kennel. There's a terminology in animal sheltering that a dog goes kennel crazy after being in a kennel for so long. It doesn't get out, it doesn't get exercise. The concept we're trying to implement here is the kennels are big. We're also going to do outdoor play yards where the dogs can go outside and hang out with other dogs. So we'll try to do basically like play groups where we get 5, 10, 15 dogs in a group together and they get to hang out outside all day. So that's kind of the innovative concepts we're doing. The adoption probably takes at the most 20 minutes. What we have people do is come in and cats pick people, and People usually pick dogs, so the cat room is set up for cats to pick their people. Adoption fees range from cats up from $60 up to $95, and our dogs are $125 up to $175, and it depends on age and breed and stuff like that. So.
We do spay-neuter services out of our clinic, and we spay and neuter the animals in the shelter, as well as animals that have been adopted, and people's animals from the public as well. And our goal is basically to get as many animals spayed and neutered as possible in our community.
And then we have a unique relationship with VCA Animal Hospitals where people get a 2-week health guarantee up to $500.
I encourage anyone to volunteer and to take care of them. It's rewarding. You get to go home and think that you really, helped somebody today.
I think it's wonderful that I get to pet cats that are stray or who have no homes.
Well, I wanted to become a volunteer because I love cats, and cats love attention.
We survive on donations. We're a nonprofit organization, so every donation helps here. So it costs us about $250 to care for one animal during its stay at the shelter. So people can help in a variety of ways. Our website is hsspv.org. We have a wish list on the website under Help the Animals.
The cities of Littleton and Inglewood, when we started this venture, were just fabulous. I've never worked with government organizations that were nicer.